They were just beating on his face.
with a frying pan and a
完全に
shovel.
キャプテンクローを怒らせ
And
ちまいや
he's
がっ
not
た。
bleeding from the face like Usopp was when
あ
Usopp
の
just got
バカガキど
punched
も。
and kicked.
キャプテン
Yeah,
やっ
Usopp's
ぱりだ
still
キャプ
bleeding.
テン戦ってた
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Arcloid, and we're here with episode 15 of One Piece. Why don't you go ahead and remind us all of what happened last time?
Well, we had a continuation of the fight with Captain Kuro, where Kara, that's all what I'm gonna call her until I
Well, it's not her
can
name, but
actually
yeah, keep going.
until I can parse it out of the Japanese dialogue. But she showed up to the fight after some pretty good action sequences, and Captain Kuro pulled a double uh, manipulation on her where he got her to think about the good times together, and then he said that he would take her offer of taking her fortune and manor, but then he said he would still have to kill her, which made her pull out a gun. He soothed her again with more talk of their memories together, and then when she was mollified by this, he took away the gun, and then Luffy punched him from 80 feet away and started a new leg of the fight.
Yeah, that Luffy, he always does that.
God damn it, it's Luffy. I'll get it one of these days. I'm so
One
mad at
hopes.
myself.
One hopes, I mean. We got over 1,000 episodes to possibly drill it into you.
But let's hope it doesn't take that long.
Oh, I'm sure if it does, people will be getting so many angry comments.
See, when I watch it with my friend in real life here, I never said his name out loud when I was talking to him about it. So I never got used to saying Luffy. And so I just say it as I think it should be pronounced, and I'm wrong.
I mean, we gave you a mnemonic. Luffy is goofy.
And I do want to thank the viewer who sent that in. That was very clever mnemonic.
And you did correct yourself like 4 times in a row. But here in the final recordings that we're doing today, you've just gone all in on Luffy.
I'd call it a little bit of mental fatigue trying to remember for so long, and then just failing upon that. I guess I gave up on it.
Well, I guess with everything else. You have anything else? Otherwise, we're going to get right into the episode.
Let's dive right in, as it were.
Alright, but before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, without this censorship below, with all of the sound still maintained, as well as some more early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel. Just a little bit extra. I mean, we also saw last episode that Luffy says that Kuro's not cut out to be a pirate because he doesn't have the ambitions that Luffy has. Well, we
Yeah,
saw that last episode or on the preview for this one. I can't remember.
yeah, because Kuro wants to retire. He doesn't have the passion of a pirate that Luffy would have. Just will,
Well, Luffy wants to be king of the pirates.
and that is certainly a very ambitious passion.
Well, I'm just saying it's not so much about passion. I guess it's about dreams. Although I would say that wanting to retire is just so as much of an ambition as anything else.
Well, I think we're using different words for the same idea.
No, I think ambition and passion are a different thing.
Well, passion is something you love, and Luffy certainly does love being a pirate.
I would argue that a passion isn't something you love, but you can be passionate about something that you love. I would argue that the word love denotes something you love, and that passion is just a way you feel about something. Separate from love, because again, love is its own word.
Well, you can still be passionate about things in your life. Like I'm passionate about art.
Yeah. Arguably, you can be passionate about things you hate as well.
True.
So therefore, it's not something you love if you can be passionate about things that you hate.
You did make a good point there, and I will concede it.
Something I've always said on this channel is that words have meaning.
Sometimes more than one.
It's also a thing that they were willing to fight Kuro for Django.
Because he did threaten Django with death in 5 minutes.
Oh, he threatened everybody with death in 5 minutes, not just Django. It's just that they call Django their captain. They're not calling Kuro their captain anymore.
It is true. I mean, he does want to retire, so I guess it would just make Django full-time captain.
Well, Django's been with them for 3 years. Kuro's not. So they're
Right.
just calling Django captain.
The pussyfoot maneuver, I think they called that. I love the way they made his face twist when Luffy punched him.
That was a confusing battle. Especially considering it only had 2 punctuation.
What was that last word you said?
I don't know what thing you're talking about.
I didn't hear the last word you had said.
It's probably about.
He's doing the equivalent of cracking the neck, but with his fingers.
私はお宝を
And you know what? It's trouble.
I appreciate that they called him a butler, and then they
Yeah, that was a
spelled
good
out the
English
word
pun.
butt.
何のつもりだあのツたち。
うるせえお前らやめろ
They were just beating on his face.
With a frying pan and a shovel. And he's not bleeding from the face like Usopp was when Usopp just got punched and kicked.
Yeah, Usopp's still bleeding. That was freaky. I'll get to see Captain Kuro's resolve in killing kids. That one little gesture said so much when his glasses broke. Didn't even bother with the blades, just kicked them.
Well, yeah, 'cause, I mean, Usopp is nothing.
But devil fruits are a legend.
計画通り衣装を書かせて消せ。それとアリが3匹目障りだ。
引き受けた。
He's gonna let Django do it.
止まれ。
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess Django could always get out of this by hypnosis.
Well, Captain Kuro might just pussyfoot out of eyesight of that.
またかよ。
I guess
Sora's
maybe
guns.
Siam really did die.
So he's got that revenge strength.
No, he's hypnotized. I'm just saying we haven't seen Siam since they got cut up.
It's true.
Why the hell is...
Well,
I
trying
was
to
gonna say,
kill the kids anyway.
why does Usopp or the kids have to deal with this? You know how Django is going after Kaya right now, right? Or Kyra.
Yeah. Kyra?
Yeah, well, who was Django standing next to a minute ago?
Was he standing next to Usopp?
He was standing next to Luffy.
Oh.
Luffy let him walk past him, and then Zoro got interrupted by Bucci. So, Luffy has ultimately let this happen.
That slingshot carries a lot of impact.
Well, he says like a steel bullet or something.
無駄なことだ。カヤの体の弱さはこの俺がよく知っている。ジャンゴからは逃げられやしねえよ。火星に行きたきゃ行くがいい。
Look at that neck.
坂道を生きて抜けることができたらな。無事。てめえは俺に一度負けてんだろうが。邪魔をすんなって言ったはずだ。どけ。
Now, why did you sheath one of your swords? You had all three out before.
Good cuts. Actually showed the like the blood flowing from the one.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not the 4 kids cut. 4 kids wouldn't have shown anything.
Oh, there were 2 cuts.
The 3 blades.
It's pretty amazing you can do that with curved blades.
I mean, they would just slide in and gravity would take care of the curve.
It's one way to clear your conscience.
Like I said, he just let all this happen when he let Django walk past him. Or away from him.
I guess he was doing the irresponsible father thing of letting him have the opportunity to be a hero.
This is the guy that's gonna save the day.
おう、まだ動けたのか。立派なもんだ。
Oh, Kuro is saying it's impressive that Usopp can still move.
好きにさせてたまるもんか。村人の気持ちを、かやの気持ちを裏切りやがって。これ以上お前の好きにさせてたまるか。ウソップ。
Face first.
Nose down. And I saw.
Yeah, this has become a meme in recent years. Or recent months.
I guess that's a juxtaposition between him and Django. Is that Usopp is believing his own lies, whereas Django can hypnotize him, which is himself, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, auto hypnosis versus self-deception.
Because I literally just got lost in them.
Kuro can dodge.
Kuro 戦う前に一つだけ聞いておこう。よそ者のお前がなぜこの村のことに首を突っ込む。
死なせたくない男がこの村にいるからだ。
簡単だな。それでいい。
Clearly it wasn't Mary.
お前の死ぬ理由は。
それでいい。
I don't think Mary made it. He was left bleeding on the floor. Oh, he clobbered Luffy.
Kind of a thing when somebody comes running up your own arm.
You figure all he'd have to do is set up a wave in the arm and then flick him off.
Why are you cheering? He's gonna kill you next, remember?
He wants to give it up.
He just wants to retire. He's my kind of captain.
This was before Django became all fancy. He still had the glasses. That sounds probably the ship being bombarded by the Navy.
Well, I mean, you already heard, or saw rather, that Captain Morgan claimed credit for having taken out Captain Kuro.
ザリだ
Oh, so that's Captain Kuro. Yeah, I had forgotten the name he had
俺は
used. So there we go.
世間的に俺を殺すんだよ
キャプテンクロ船長船長
相手は何隻だ
一隻ですどうしましょうか船長こちらも大砲ぶっ放しますか
小舟を一隻下ろせ
は
小舟だ
ジャンゴ副船長キャプテンクロが
ああ、知ってる。
あーっていくらなんでもたった一人で向かうなんて無茶だ
まさか自首でもするつもりじゃ
As far as we know, Captain Kuro hasn't
攻撃がやんだどうしたって
hasn't
んだ
got a devil fruit or anything,
君が
so he'd be fine if he got knocked into the water or whatever.
He's just a normal guy with some ninja moves.
Glad we have this member of the crew who looks exactly like the captain does.
Killed them all, the Marines.
Oh, I wonder who that guy is.
Is that Captain Morgan?
I'm guessing. I don't actually know. Shattered Jaw would explain the metal jaw thing Captain Morgan has. Had. Has had.
He didn't cover his eyes.
この惨劇
But he closed his eyes. Can't tell he's wearing
そして
glasses.
お前はこのキャプテンクロを捕まえた男だ。基地へ戻ってこの男を処刑しろ。ワン、ツー、ジャンゴ。
I mean, if you're gonna be pedantic,
キャプテンクロを捕まえた男だ。
yeah, see?
またやってるよ副船長
Him and all the guys behind him didn't close their eyes
偽
either.
物がいなくなることでキャプテンクロは世の中から消えてなくなるそして今日この計画を成
It's now
功させる
Captain
ことで俺の目的は
Morgan saying he
完
took
全
care
に
of Kuro
達成
is
される
makes more
金
sense.
と平穏が手に入るんだわかるか小僧3年もかけたこの計画に失敗は許されねえんだ俺の計画は絶対に狂わない
He's got different colored shoes on now too. Still
Well,
the
from
same
the
style.
past, you mean?
Yeah, in the past he was wearing a
Pink.
purple and a pink and
Well, we
gray
see different
stripes.
colors, I guess.
海賊になるため
He's always been wearing the grays, though, here.
疲れただと海で名を上げることが怖くて海賊がやれるか
Good point, Luffy. The heat scares you, stay out of the kitchen.
野望の大きさなら俺の方が上だ
Okay, so we did say it this episode. I was remembering the next time on Bart. So yeah, that is the backstory of Captain Kuro, the man who just wants to retire.
Yeah, I liked how he let Django hypnotize Captain Morgan and the look-alike and set that all up. Not bad for an impromptu plan.
Well, I mean, Captain Kuro's whole thing is he's good at making plans, but it feels like none of his shit would work without Django.
Django's more important than Kuro's letting him know.
Well, it feels like that's Django's whole out here, is that he's too valuable to let go. I mean, even if your whole plan works right, you're probably going to need somebody to hypnotize people.
Right, like he needs him to hypnotize Kayla. Kayla? Damn it, I'll get that name right if I hear it.
I just mean that it's too invaluable to have somebody who can hypnotize people.
Because Kuro did threaten to kill everybody there, and then he let Django live because he can hypnotize a girl.
うまく逃げたかしら。
あの3人がついてんだ。大丈夫だろ。
そうね。誰かさんみたいに迷子になるわけないか。
それって俺か
他にいねえだろ。
何言ってんだお前だって迷子の賞金稼ぎやってたじゃん
俺を言うな。
次回ワンピースカヤを守れウソップ海賊団大活躍海賊王に
Oh.
俺はなる
Yeah, those kids have their weapons.
Look, the man's got a superpower. That doesn't mean he's super powered. He can still be
Exactly, that's
taken
why
on by
I,
a sick woman and 3 kids.
His only saving grace is hypnotism and chakras.
Well, it's like
He's
just
outnumbered,
hypnotism,
and
really.
those kids don't give a shit about beating people with shovels and pans.
Yeah, but it only matters on people that can actually hurt. Like Captain Kuro got beaten in the face with a bunch of shovels and pans. Did nothing to him but break his glasses.
I'm wondering about that myself because we don't think he ate a fruit.
As far as I know, it hasn't been shown on screen.
And when it was determined that, well, when Luffy basically said he had eaten the gum fruit, Kuro didn't brag, well, I have eaten the beat your ass fruit, you know?
Yeah. He only said, so you ate a devil fruit.
Yeah, and that would have been a perfect opportunity for him to reveal his own if he had.
Well, I think it's more likely that somebody in the crew would have said, oh, he ate that fruit, but our captain, he's got the power of...
Yeah, that's probably how they would have done it. It's a better narrative that way if you let the crew do the exposition rather than the person who ate the fruit.
I don't know if it's better, but it certainly seems like that's the way that they would have reacted.
Yeah, but overall, it was a good episode.
Any final thoughts to it?
Well, I can't wait to see Django and how everybody deals with him. But the today's fight was interesting. Watching how nimble Kuro was to dodge all of Luffy's attacks. Although to be fair, Luffy when he stretches 80 feet at a time, he's really telegraphing himself. It's not like he does that instantaneously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, probably doesn't work as well when the guy is right in front of you, but certainly you've already seen he can get a sucker punch in from across the room when nobody knows.
Well, as long as his attention is taken up, then yeah, it's easy to sucker punch him. So it's not like he has some kind of samurai sixth sense.
Nope, certainly doesn't have that. Alright, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for today. Once again, I am Theta, this is Arcloid, Stove Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?